Hello and welcome to Blizzard Warning 12 at St. Cloud State University. We have Bender versus World 3. I'm BK and I am joined with...
Metal for Fish, and we're bringing you this Fighter Pass mashup that we got going on here.
Absolutely. I've been a little out of it. I haven't watched much of Terry, so this has actually been really exciting for me. I played against a Terry round 1. And
It was Bender, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was. That's right.
So, yeah, definitely a character that has some combos, and if you're not careful, some of them are, just kind of get hit by, jab, down, tilt, up, tilt, whatever, maybe into a finisher that can end up taking your stock. So you definitely have to be careful, especially when he's past 100%.
Oh, absolutely. I saw that too, and I saw that some of the inputs, I don't know if it'll get patched out or not, but some of those inputs are actually pretty easy to do. I saw
sure.
a Reddit thread, that kind of showed you didn't need to do the full quarter set. You could do like diagonal A or diagonal B.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, it's one of those things where when creating the character, you have to find a balance because you make it too hard and nobody's gonna want to do it.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, too easy, and it's like, okay, come on now, like let's make them work a little bit, especially considering the power of these moves. So.
Absolutely, they seem like great finishers, and something that I know he can cancel into his specials. Can he cancel into those finishing moves?
You are not talking to the Terry expert here, so I'm glad that neither of us really know a whole lot. I just watched and listened to Sakurai give a brief explanation and said that's not a character I'm going to play, and then moved on.
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing when I watched Ryu's announcement in 4. I was like, this is really neat, but I'll never touch it. But I respect the people that are going to push this way farther than I could possibly comprehend.
Yeah. So. It's one of those things where hats off to you if you're willing to learn the extra stuff, go the extra mile to play the character. And it could very well pay off. Characters that your opponent does not understand, you're more likely to have a better chance against it.
Oh, absolutely. You kind of end up doing mix-up situations without them even realizing that you're just doing your bread and butter stuff, and they don't even put it together. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why, and that's what actually made me play Sonic in Smash 4. Is like I have no idea, why is this character always spinning, and how does it work? And I'm just picking them up a little bit, and oh, okay, I understand.
Oh, sure.
Now. And now I can, I enjoy to play them, but I also know how to fight against them too. If I were to give Terry a try, I think it would be mostly just so I can better learn how what his weaknesses are and things like that. So
exactly, get a better just understanding of the matchup for you.
Mm-hmm.
So. No, and I've noticed here too, I haven't played around with him really, but he can't sweet spot the ledge on his up special, is that correct? I've seen him kind of ride up next to it and then fall and catch.
Okay.
I feel like that's going to be something that characters with really good edge guarding situations are going to exploit.
Absolutely. Or if he can, it's possible that it's just, a character that's very difficult to do so.
Oh, sure.
I know, Cloud people have a really hard time getting that sweet spot on there.
That could be it too. I saw in the direct, he's got 4 different heights on his up B based on how he charges or doesn't charge, things like that, or if he holds a button or lets go early. So it could just be a matter of positioning and just getting yourself to that right. But I think that also works in his advantage though, because if people start expecting that, he can find creative ways to get back to the stage.
For sure.
So.
Just kind of like how you play Ness, and you always think you know how Ness is going to get back to the stage, and outside it's like, oh, yeah, did not expect that, actually.
You can go vertical, you can air dodge, there's all kinds of weird angles you can do, and especially with his magnet too, float and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I think you'll see a lot of the same thing with Terry in a way, just finding ways to kind of stall out.
And so Terry is definitely the first character in Smash who, I mean, we've seen characters now, since Smash 4 have. Just kind of this extra mechanic here. We have another one on the screen, Joker, where he goes into Persona mode. We have Cloud in his limit. You have Little Mac with his KO punch, but Terry's the first character where it does not go away. Only catches he has to be over 100%. So
right. This really unlocks a whole different level of moves for the character.
Right. And also, I think gives Terry better matchups against characters that have a difficult time killing.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you put them up against a heavy or someone that has a kill confirm around 90% or so, he's not really going to get to utilize that extra mechanic. So. Yeah, and there's that counter.
Yeah.
I think Bender can do this if he just plays a little more patient. Probably 5 or 6 times, World 3 was using the down B there, and Bender either gave him Arsene or ended up getting hit by the counter, depending on if it's persona mode or not. I think he's, should probably either play more patient or just try to go for more grabs, knowing that that's an option that World 3 is going to be using in neutral.
Absolutely.
So he asked me before he went into this if he should play Terry all night, and I told him yes. So we'll see if he sticks to it. Otherwise, I know he's got a Link in his back pocket here. Well, I mean, Link is actually his main, but new character, $1 racket, might as well try out something new.
Right, absolutely. Get a little bit more insight on the character and how other people react to the matchup as well.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and that's a great thing about these $1 brackets. Great place to test characters in like a serious setting, but it's not something that's like too high stakes. You don't want to put $10 on the line and play a character that you're not sure you're going to win with. But $1, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad we have a vibrant scene here.
Mm-hmm.
We really do. Or you just think about where the scene was even just a couple of years ago to now, and just it's really grown into a really supportive group of people that I think everyone at every skill level is willing to help each other get better. So instead of just having, the top 2 or 3 people on this untouchable level, it's like they'll sit down with you and actually learn the game. So it's great to see new faces and all our returning.
So now we got Bender actually taking a lead here and kind of interrupting what Joker's trying to do there. We'll see how he handles this persona mode. Looks like he's gonna try to chase him down as opposed to run away. I know some people just kind of go for the strategy, or just wait out Arsene. But
right.
I do like this actually going for like this super aggressive approach and not really giving a care. Obviously, it's something that could come back to bite him, but
it seemed to be working for him this first stock here. So absolutely.
Yep. And there is a sweet confirm, not quite going to do the kill. Joker, decent recovery, will be able to make it back to stage. So then, we got the stage position here, and World 3, pretty much every time Bender's been on stage, has gone for that gun, which I think Joker has probably some better tools. Gun is obviously great, but if you start using it just every single time, your opponent is, gonna find a way to get around it for sure.
Absolutely.
And now World 3 actually, it's looking like he kind of wants to get back to persona mode here. Just jumping around, playing defensive, hitting in those side Bs, and now he has persona. We got Arsene, so we'll see if he's able to net maybe like a down air up smash or some sort of early kill.
Oh, and he's gonna hang out on the ledge.
Yep. Okay, so just as we were talking about how he's going aggressive.
Yep. I think that was the right play though, especially with him at such a high percent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now is probably, I think, really good catch with that up air there. I think when he's at the lower percent, feel free to go ahead and charge and rush Arsene, but when you're at that kill percent, that's probably the one to start being a little more careful. So.
Oh, and I think it was great that he rushed that first stock too, because I guarantee that someone being hyper aggressive towards Arsene isn't something you'll typically see for most players. So it was almost made it, maybe pushed him to have to kind of scramble and really gave him some opportunities to get in for some damage.
All right, and we got a sweet combination coming out there from Bender, pushing World 3 all the way up to 102%. And we'll see what he can do to try to net a kill here. We're probably going to see Arsene come in before the stock is taken. So
I think so. We're close already.
Oh, all right. We
Yep,
got him coming in with Believe in the Show. Also, please be nice in the comment section of this. Please don't talk about how the commentators had no idea what Terry's moves were, because it's the truth. We know. Okay, and then Bender actually, burning that jump incredibly early, is, however, able to use both of those, I believe both side B and up B, to get back to stage there. So now he's going for, all right.
Wow.
So kind of swinging for the fences there and ended up working. That's something too, big advantage of playing a character that your opponent is not used to, is that your opponent
we're probably not 100% sure what all can be punished and what all can't be punished, and really just like what move to, like when your opponent has that very clear win condition, that very clear way to take the stock, and
Yeah,
you're very good
absolutely.
at playing around it. You know that as a NES player.
Yeah,
That works.
absolutely.
You don't want to get grabbed. You find other ways to end up getting that stock, but when your opponent doesn't even know what to look for, that's a good place to be, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and now we're getting some combos here.
The
That
counter
down
comes
B
out,
though,
yeah.
once again to Bender's demise.
I don't blame him for that one though. He was just trying to extend a combo.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. I think he's still ahead enough percent-wise where he felt confident that
Yeah.
the punishment would be worth it. I mean, he was at a pretty high percent anyway.
Yeah,
So.
like 176 or something. So at least. Okay. And yeah, Bender actually coming in with a lot of these, landing with a lot of aerials and having like a deceivingly low amount of lag. Is able to either cross him up or follow him up with another offensive option. So okay. This is a tech that just stands straight up. It's coming in with what should be, I believe, 4 tilt there. Okay. We get down tilt, up tilt, and
Arsene's back.
yep. Not quite enough of percent though where he can cheese out a stock.
No,
And I did see Bender actually waiting out some of these down Bs, but not quite getting a punish, or at least not a punish or the kill on it.
Right.
Yeah, and now thing is, now Arsene's gone, and I don't think we're gonna see it back the rest of the game here. So if the World 3 does not get this stock right now, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Especially considering I think Bender should have a lot of safe options where he's able to net kill without putting himself in too much danger if he misses something.
Oh man, yeah, and
Down
going for
B,
that.
Going for that down B up on the platform there, I see the thought behind using down B on a platform, because in most instances your opponent, especially on the top platform, your opponent is not going to have enough time to jump up there and then also grab you. But I mean, at that point, he must have just let go of it because
I'm thinking
he,
so.
Because he
Yeah.
ended up dying from that up air. So.
Yeah, I think if he would have held it for just another moment. I mean, I don't know that it would have changed the tide of the entire game, but definitely we would have had a lot more to see of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Going
All
on
right.
to game 3 then.
Yeah, both players sticking with their characters here. I like to see Bender give the old college try.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure World 3 has quite a few characters like in his back pocket too. So they both just must believe in this matchup here. We'll see who prevails. Yeah, and then World 3 using that down B on the platform again there and not getting the Arsene charge that he wanted, instead getting hit by some carry moves. And we'll see if that continues to come to play in this matchup.
Now I can kind of see how it's playing with this being such a long stage that I see World 3 kind of backing off, trying
Yep.
to shoot projectile, and then kind of run in. So it really puts a lot of pressure on Bender to play a little bit more aggressive, to not let that space start to be the demise of him.
Yep, I think World 3 is definitely content to just kind of running back and forth, using gun, using side B there, and just kind of racking up damage that way. No need to, definitely at this point here, no need to approach. And you can tell Bender's starting to, he's kind of running back and forth, trying to bait out something from World 3, but is able to get him off stage. Just kind of lets him snap back to the ledge there. So we'll see. Don't know enough about Terry to know, when your opponent's down in that position, if there's anything he should be doing to come out there and try to get his recovery. But man, that uses
Yeah,
counter on that forward tilt, and that will take the stock.
The one thing that I feel like watching Terry, he so far hasn't got like when Ryu come out and it's just like up tilt,
Oh,
up
sure.
tilt, and Shoryuken.
Yep.
It doesn't really seem to be something like that where it's like, oh man, you're gonna die early. He obviously has moves to tilt early. It could be the fact that Bender is just still trying to get used to the setups here, but
Oh, absolutely.
haven't seen too many stocks taken, before 100%.
Right.
Okay, in World 3, using the jump get up, Bender was trying to use like down tilts and then trying to catch like a roll get up here, but should probably start trying to catch the jump get up. A lot of players will use jump get up from the ledge just because they are pretty sure, see there it is again, pretty sure they're not going to get punished. If he just times like an up air correctly, you probably should be able to take the stock. But doesn't need to this stock anyway. And World 3 just content to use the gun.
Seems like that's the strategy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so far it's been working.
Absolutely.
He's up 70% here right now. So. Okay.
Definitely got the stage to do it on, so. Oh,
Yep.
another
And then,
smart
yeah,
Bender
Bender actually
waiting
just being
that out.
patient enough to wait it out.
Yep.
Rather than trying to like get up there and land and then grab. He's just like, you know what, you're not going to hold that much forever. And can he hold it forever?
That I actually don't know. I know he can hold
it for a
pretty
long time.
Yeah.
I was about to say if he can hold it forever and he's on the platform, I would almost just recommend doing it because right now he's gotten punished for once it ends.
If he-
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe sit up there and bait out the grab.
Yep. Okay. It does not get a conversion off of that. And Bender actually doing a lot of like directional air dodges back on the stage. I think mostly because World 3 hasn't really punished him too much for it, but something that if he progresses in the next round, I think he's going to have to watch. Against an opponent that's really waiting for it more. Ooh. And you can tell he's going for conversions there. He just doesn't quite have them yet. Probably something he's worked on a little bit, but it takes a little more muscle memory here.
Absolutely. Oh, and that just brought him back.
He would have been okay, but definitely did not send him at the trajectory. Well, World 3 at this point is probably just like, you know what, let me just get you up too. And I don't know what the thought is behind that forward smash here. Right now, pretty much anything's going to kill Bender, so I think World 3 should just focus on kind of spacing some safe aerials and, like spacing some back airs here, and should be able to get stocked very easily. You can tell he's scared though, especially the fact that he just took that forward smash to the shield and just rolled away instead of trying to punish.
Yeah. That's just it. Oh, and he baited him out with the counter again. Yeah.
Man. That thing, like, Bender's coming in with a lot of, like, landing nairs. Every once in a while, I think we should come in and just fastball and then grab. Because,
tomahawk?
yeah, yep, exactly.
Absolutely. I've been brushing up a little bit.
Yeah, from my understanding, Smash players use that term slightly incorrectly, actually, but for all intents and purposes, yes, a tomahawk. So I think people like in the real fighting game community are like, that's not actually a tomahawk, but whatever. In Smash, it's a tomahawk.
Yeah, we've always kind of done our own thing. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think they call them friendlies in other.
Probably
Go up to someone in the Tekken scene. Hey, you want to do some friendlies? Or what the heck are you talking about?
Oh, man. And right now, Bender has really been every time he's missed a tech. World 3 has been kind of capitalized on his option. A lot of times he's been doing like a roll in. So definitely just standing straight up is my personal favorite, especially if you know that they're not going to rush in on you. They're expected to like roll in or that roll out.
Right.
But we're at 128% here. Oh yeah, and that's going to put him off stage, and we're just coming in with gun. So, which at this point, I don't mind that because just tag on some extra damage, possibly even give them no need putting yourself in danger.
Right.
But at some point here, you are going to have to commit to something that is a kill option. So 4 tilts, yeah, and
and he's
still
still
able to
back out.
recover. Yep.
A minute 25 on the clock, so either way, something's got to happen real
Yeah.
quick. There it is.
Yeah, that'll do it. So really good stuff going out to World 3, taking that set 2-1 there. Bender, really nice to see that week 1 Terry coming out strong and putting in some work. Unfortunately, not enough work to progress into the next round.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for your assistance commentating. We'll be back with more soon. I've been Brandon, or BK.
And this is Metal for Fish. We'll see you next time.
Yep, take care.